Now let's consider the Silky Terrier's neck and body. This neck is correctly placed. It's medium long, fine, and fits gracefully into well laid back shoulders. You can see that there's somewhat of a crest or arch. This dog's thin neck and small head are not in proportion to the body. The elegance and grace of a correct silky outline are lacking. This U-neck is also undesirable. This correct neck blends smoothly into the shoulders, which are well laid back. The silky shoulder blade and upper arm should be the same length as seen here. You can also see that the correct angulation at the upper arm sets the forelegs well under the body. The forelegs themselves are strong, straight, and rather fine-boned. Here's a dog whose straight shoulder blade and upper arm place the forelegs further forward than is desired. A straighter terrier front is not desirable in the Silky. Rather, the foreleg should be well under the body, with proper angulation like this. From the front, you can see that the forelegs are straight and strong, and that the chest is neither too broad nor too narrow. This chest is too wide, forcing the elbows out. Narrow, pinched fronts are also undesirable. Feet are small, cat-like, round, and compact. They should appear dainty and tight, like these, with well-arched toes. Pads are thick and springy, while the nails are strong and dark-colored. White or flesh-colored nails are a fault. Flat splayed feet, like these, however, are faulty. The standard calls for the feet to point straight ahead, turning neither in nor out. Although this is the ideal, you may often find that the feet will turn out very slightly as the dog stands naturally. This is a minor deviation and should carry little penalty. Remember, the Silky's feet should be small, deep, and tight, as these are, with well-arched toes. Dew claws, if any, are removed. The Silky's body is moderately low-set, like this, and is slightly longer than the dog's height at the withers. Proportionately, the body should be about a fifth longer than the height at the withers. The top line is firm and level. This dog is too long in body for his height. Even though the Silky should be longer than tall, he can be too long. This dog is too short in body for his height. He does have a good top line. Roached backs, like this, or sway backs, are serious faults. Many Silkies will roach their backs when they're stacked on a table. In judging Silkies, you will find that a dog on the table may not stand properly, so it is best to assess the dog's top line when the dog is on the move to ascertain actual structure. This firm, level top line called for in the standard is increasingly difficult to find. This dog's body is properly proportioned, slightly longer than the height at the withers. The Silky is not a square dog. See how the brisket extends to the elbow, and the ribs extend well back to a relatively short loin. The body should fit well down into the upper arm structure, not perch on top, as this changes the low-set appearance of the breed. Here again is the correct Silky body, moderately low-set and about 1/5 longer than height at the withers. See how the ribs are rounded and extend well back, and are neither flat-sided or barrel-ribbed. This is a muscular loin. Note again the firm, level top line and good underline. The tail is set high and carried erect, or semi-erect. Although the standard calls for this erect carriage, the tail may curve very slightly over the back when the dog is excited. This is a very minor fault, and is more a reflection of terrier temperament than an anatomical fault. This tail is set too low, on a short, steep croup, which will impair freedom in rear movement. This tail, however, is set too high on the back. And this tail has been docked way too short. It is a man-made fault, so it should not be penalized. The hindquarters are marked by well-muscled thighs, like these. The angulation at the stifle and hock is moderate, but definite. The hocks are set low, with the distance from stifle to hock joint about the same as from hock joint to ground. From the rear, see how the hocks are parallel to each other, turning neither in nor out. These cowhocks are most undesirable, as is a weak, narrow rear. This dog is too straight in the rear. Remember, the angulation at the stifle should be moderate, but definite, with low hocks. These hocks are too long. This rear assembly has good angulation, muscular thighs, and well-defined hocks.